What causes RC ESC and servo calibration problems after assembly? Imagine powering up your RC car or drone and noticing that the steering or throttle isn't responding quite right. It can be frustrating, especially after putting in so much effort during assembly. Sometimes, even after following all the steps carefully, calibration issues pop up. So, what actually causes these problems after you've assembled your RC kit? Let's break it down. First, incorrect wiring is a common culprit. If your servo isn't plugged into the right port on the receiver, it won't respond correctly. Usually, the steering servo connects to channel 1 and the electronic speed controller to channel 2. Double-check those connections to make sure they match the instructions. A small mistake here can throw off the entire calibration process. Next, physical obstructions can cause trouble. If the servo's moving parts are blocked by debris or the linkage is jammed, the servo might not move as expected. This can make calibration tricky because the servo isn't reaching its full range of motion. Similarly, if the motor or drivetrain components are physically stuck, the ESC might not recognize the throttle inputs properly. Another common cause is errors during the calibration process itself. For electronic speed controllers, calibration involves setting the minimum and maximum throttle points. If you skip steps or don't follow the manufacturer's instructions precisely, the ESC won't understand the throttle range. Servos usually don't need calibration, but they do need to be centered and respond correctly when you move the transmitter sticks. If they don't, it could be because they weren't properly reset or the transmitter settings are off. Power issues are also a big factor. If your battery voltage drops below the recommended level, the ESC might not enter calibration mode or could behave unpredictably. Make sure your batteries are fully charged and providing stable power. Using a low-quality or damaged battery can cause inconsistent signals and calibration failures. Component failure is another reason. Sometimes, the ESC or servo itself might be faulty. If you hear buzzing sounds without movement or the servo refuses to respond even after calibration, it might be time to test or replace the component. Faulty parts are common, especially if they were purchased from unverified sources or have been used extensively. Counterfeit or fake components can also cause issues. Some cheap SCS from unreliable sources may not function correctly or respond poorly during calibration. Always buy from reputable suppliers to avoid these problems. To troubleshoot, start by checking all your connections and making sure everything is plugged in correctly. Remove any physical obstructions and test the servo separately to see if it moves freely. Follow the manufacturer's calibration instructions carefully and ensure your power supply is stable and fully charged. If problems persist, try replacing the suspect component with a known good one. Understanding what causes calibration problems helps you fix issues faster and keeps your RC vehicle running smoothly. Proper assembly, correct wiring, and good quality parts make all the difference in avoiding these common pitfalls.